Chat, be honest. Be honest. I need your opinion on something, okay? Look at my webcam, okay? I need eyes on webcam. I need your thoughts, okay? I need chat's opinion and approval. Is this a W breakfast? Be so real. W breakfast or no? I need eyes in chat. I need opinions, thoughts. It is 2 cheeseburgers in a burrito wrap. We're living the dream, boys. No, it's okay to be wrong. I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'll see you guys when I'm done it. See you in 2 minutes. %. Thank you. The problem is I ran out of buns. We have more cheeseburgers than we did buns. Whoops. Dude, it was so tasty. I literally woofed it down. Oh, it was so good, dude. I feel like I would love Portuguese food. I feel like I'd love to. It's one of those things. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things as well. Like, you could probably, the boring take is you could probably travel anywhere. Probably travel anywhere and find something you like, you know? Like, it's pretty, you know? Even in the UK, you guys have beef Wellington. Like, that looks, I've never had it. Looks amazing. Looks right up my alley. The older I get, the more, I guess, I try to find there's positives and negatives to everything, right? In America, we've got hot dogs. Those are arguably a negative, but it's one of those things like we can't get into the we can't get baited into the food discussion this early though. It's too, wait a minute. Okay, hold up. We're getting drawn in already. We're getting a little too peepo fat too soon. It's just so tempting. Excuse me. Dude, hopefully you're feeling okay, Shag. Good for you, man. Getting it done. No, fuck. Okay, that's fuck. Sorry about that. Okay. Hopefully your lunch is good, though, man. That was, like, really, like... Okay. Where am I? I know. Okay. Wait, no. I literally want to debate food so bad or talk food. I literally can't stop myself. I want to be like, where are all my American cheese haters in chat? What I honestly want to know is, where are all my American cheese haters in chat? And then when was the last time you had a food with American cheese on it? It's almost one of those things. Should American cheese suck? I kind of agree, right? I get it. American cheese is actually really fucking good. It's just like the perfect, maybe the second best melted cheese. I think queso is probably, like, do you count queso as a melted cheese? It's like its own liquid concoction. Like, queso is probably the best melted cheese, right? But American cheese is like not that far off. That's the real, like, that's the real thing. Have Japanese cheese? I do not think I've had much Japanese cheese at all. Great question. But it's so bad for you. Is American cheese really that bad for you? I could be wrong. It's one of those things. There's all those headlines that people say, like, people always say like American cheese is so plastic, right? But if you Google what's American cheese made out of, it's actually like cheddar, Colby, and it's just a mixture of other cheeses, right? That's all it is. And it's more processed, but processed doesn't necessarily mean bad, right? It's one of those things, like, it could if it's, you know, but we don't need to get into the whole food science debate so soon. We don't need to get into we don't got to get into it, okay? Too much of it. Karoshi, you're giving too many balanced opinions in Twitch chat, okay? You got to crank up the extremes. Come on. Get the hell out of it, yeah. It's the meme is like, it's not even like that. Like, people always call it like not very real cheese or whatever, but like, yeah, a cold slice of American cheese is unhinged, you know. I should agree with it's fake, but Chag, it's literally like, once again, I don't know, everybody has their own opinions, feel free. It's literally not fake. It's literally just other cheeses combined with emulsifiers to make it creamy. Like, that's all it is. Like, that's all it is. Anyways, I gotta not get people's definitions of things, or I understand it. It takes time. Dude, have I ever met a poutine hater, you know? I don't think that's true, G-Stroms. How much cheese is in American cheese? Okay, no, you're right. American cheese, legally classified as pasteurized processed cheese, contains less than 51. Must contain at least 51%. The remaining 49%. Okay, but what's okay? Let's do our research. Okay, it sounds really scary to be like, Lamau, American cheese is less than 50% actual cheese. What's the other 50%? Plastic and chemicals? No, the other 50% is milk, whey, emulsifying agents, salts, and color. Like, that's it. It sounds really scary, but when you actually look into it, like, at all, it's like, oh, science is kind of cool. Isn't it cool that science lets us have these, like, like, I don't know, somewhere along the way, like, we worked so hard for hundreds of years to, like, develop science so that we could have food at our disposal and at our fingertips, and to have shelf life stable foods, and then somewhere along the way it became like, actually, that's scary and bad. You know, anyways, we gotta, yeah. But we gotta. But I understand, because there are, you know, we're getting into the, yeah. Yeah, and I understand wanting, like, more power to you. Nope, nature is better. Nature's not always better. Nature does some fucked up things, man. Tornadoes be ripping houses apart. Animals be killing people or other things. Nature's not always better. If you, at the end of the day, if you think it is, more power to you. I'm not gonna convince you, right? It's one of those things. I respect that a ton, Nico. I like American cheese and omelets. Anyways, okay. Yeah, that dude, wholly happy to have you. What's up? Anyways, okay. Let's stop we're doing the food science stuff too early. That's our system. There is some, yeah, I think that's super fair and super interesting. I think some people, once again, like, take it too far. I think gut health seems, from what, once again, I'm not a food scientist or a nutritionist. I usually just try to listen to the experts, right? And the experts aren't the people on TikTok with no degree. Like, it's really interesting to listen to the people who actually, you know. But the problem is that usually the people who are educated in a field, sometimes you'll find educated people in the field making TikToks, which is really cool, but often they're, like, too busy doing their jobs or researching or doing other things, or don't have the charisma, like, you know, type beat. What about Swiss? Just like Swiss cheese? I mean, yeah, it's great. Now that's okay. Maybe that's food science discussions. Boo, who gives a shit? I'm not gonna go discover anything new. You know, I'll let the experts take care of it. What's your favorite type of cheese? Now we're fucking talking. Holy shit. Take ketchup. I like ketchup, There have been times where I've loved it. I've gone through arcs. I understand hating ketchup. Ketchup ends up being one of the most disgusting sauces to get out of a bottle. Watery ketchup is disgusting. The way it sticks to... I'm not grossed out by many things. Watery ketchup, gross. The way it sticks to the lid, like the way it... ketchup is like... Ketchup has some gross elements to it. Anyways, we are... Okay, I like that. Okay, we'll get back to the food... The prime topic of today's discussion, obviously, which is going to be food, guys, of course. Let's first do our stream recap. But I appreciate, guys. Thank you for the discussion. I love talking different types of cheeses and stuff, you know. That's awesome. Gloom is hell yeah. Like that's what I try to always qualify. Like at the end of the day, like I really don't know that much. I'm just usually quoting experts. If I'm quoting my own opinion, it's usually pretty... I should try to make it clear, whatever. But anyways, what's up, Miro? Whew. Lettuce, bacon, tomato. Get it? Because it's like, okay. Okay, I have to actually... Shut up, Patrouski, locked in. Okay, now I know. Okay, now I'm... Okay. Pepper Jack is really good. Anyways, okay. What's up, Mira? Dude, much love to you. Lettuce ain't no way. I don't know why it's my favorite, like... I'm not a huge fan of dad jokes. That's my favorite, like, dad joke is, like, saying lettuce. Let us. Like, hey, guys, let us lock in. Let us... Lettuce... Bacon, tomato. Okay. Yeah, we gotta actually lock in, though. I'm a madman today. I'm a madman. Okay. How many times will he say okay before actually starting the stream? Or the stream. Count. Bacon, tomato. Oh, so funny, Cody. Like, I don't know why. Okay, anyways. I don't even like BLTs, which is why that's even extra funny. Anyways, okay. Okay, another... Wait, okay. Wait, shut up, no! Lock, okay, stop. Okay. Okay, shut up. Okay. No, it's not you guys distracting me. It's I get distracted. I just have the worst attention span the human brain has ever studied. Okay, anyways. Okay. Okay, let's lock in. Chat, locked in, okay? Everybody, on your best behavior, it's time to lock in. Get to work. You're not wrong. Okay. I've said okay a lot. Okay. You are drunk? This is literally me sober. That's why I can't do a lot of drinking streams, because that's like, this is me sober. Imagine me drunk. It's just this cranked up. Okay. Going out. I'm literally, I've had one sip, like 1/10 of my energy drink for the day. I haven't even had much caffeine. Okay, guys. Okay, the emote is really good. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Most used word of the year. Okay. He's literally cooked. Okay. Alrighty, fellas. Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski. Welcome back to another PokeMMO daily stream recap. This is PokeMMO stream recap 400 and... Say it with me, Zoomers. 6-7. Don't dislike the video, okay? Give me a chance. Okay? This is your daily source of Pokemon news, tips, tricks, information, and everything happening inside the Pokemon community. It's an honor to have you today. Let's go ahead and jump into our catch events and other news that's, you know, helpful for hopefully the average player base to know. If you don't know, catch events are a great way to win free shiny Pokemon and free reward points. Free reward points, the premium currency in PokeMMO. We have the unknown catch event coming up on Saturday, the 7th of February at 4 p.m. ET over in the Salatian Ruins in Sinnoh. You have 1 hour to catch as many unknowns as possible. There's no species bonus, no nature bonus. It is just best IVs win for this unknown catch event. First place wins themselves a shiny unknown, the A unknown. That is important. You can select the IVs. It's not going to be the powerhouse that you want it to be in PvP or anything like that, but it's still a really cool Pokemon. You can get 1,000 RP for free. It's really important for Ironman accounts. Second place is 500 RP, and then third and fourth place are 250 reward points. Next up, we have the Manectric and Electric catch event coming up on the Sunday, the 8th of February. This is Super Bowl Sunday, but it takes place, thankfully, 6 hours before the Super Bowl, so you should have plenty of time to do this event as well as make it to your Super Bowl party or host if you're a gamer like that. All right. It's on the 8th of February, Sunday at 12 p.m. ET at Route 118 in Hoenn. You can catch Manectric for a +2 species bonus, Kecleon for +1, and Electrike for neutral. Nature bonuses are relevant here, +5 for timid, +3 for modest, and there is a shiny Electrike up for grabs with selectable IVs. This is really important because Manectric is a pretty powerful PvP Pokemon at times and is a pretty good raid Pokemon at times. You will have to put hidden ability access onto it with 3 prismatic pearls, which is decently expensive, costing you about 900,000 Pokeyen to do so, but it's going to be worth it because this will be a shiny 3x31 raid ready Manectric if you can win this catch event. So this is a fantastic catch event to take the W on. Plus, of course, as always, you get free reward points, the premium currency, which is super important for all accounts, but especially Iron Man. Next up, we actually have an unofficial catch event. I don't cover a whole lot of these, nor do I see a whole lot of these recently, but I wanted to shout this one out. This is from Cubanka, or I'm gonna call him Cubo if that's okay. Cubo hosting an unofficial catch event on February 7th, 2026. This is something that people just do literally to give back to the community and just be like, it's just an out of the goodness of your hearts type thing. It's super sweet. You can see it's going to be at 6 p.m. ET. It seems like 6 p.m. ET on the 7th of February over at Route 112 in Hoenn on Channel 5. You don't have to be on Channel 5, of course. You have 1 hour to catch Torchics, Numels, and any other Pokemon on the route is a cool little distinction to try to win this catch event. And he does have a few actually specific rules for this event. One of the most important ones is being do not link or talk about the IVs of your catches in chat. That will actually result in your disqualification. So very, very important rule to keep in mind. That's usually like a meme that people like to do. They like to either lie about what their highest catch was or just flex their actual highest catch or lowest catch to keep an eye on who might win the event. But I respect this. It's gonna be tough to enforce, but I respect this because I think it's a way to just keep things secret and private until the results are actually announced, so it's more of a surprise versus like knowing. It's a bummer when someone catches a 180 Pokemon in the first 5 minutes of the event and then everybody just quits, and it's like, guys, don't quit. But I understand, you want to save your time, I get it, right? But like, you want to keep things exciting and fun and just encourage the fun of the catch event as opposed to just the chance of winning, right? So I respect this rule. I totally get it. But he explains to you how to submit your Pokemon and the prizes for an unofficial catch event. Seeing a shiny prize, shiny Boldore for first place, is really cool to see, in my opinion. Second place is a Magikarp 5x31 Jolly, and then third place is the Elven outfit. So really cute, really wholesome. He does have a Twitch as well, so if you want to go check him out on Twitch, give him some love for hosting this event. Really cool to see, man. Shout out to Cubo, and appreciate you doing this, dude. All right, next up we have the continued VGC tournament. I've covered this a few times. I'm not going to cover it in great detail today, but the next tournament, the next, I guess, round of the tournament is February 7th on Saturday. All details are found over on Cerulea's forum page. He's been trying to get people more interested in VGC and PokeMMO and hosting a big long-term unofficial PvP league essentially for VGC, and hopefully encourage new players to get into it. It's a really, really cool PvP game mode that I think is being underrated right now because people are just busy with other activities. Next up, I wanted to cover this quick, wholesome forum post, okay? This was someone who was like, you know what? I love the Iron Man account. I love the idea of it, all these things. But you know what? I do want to be able to play not an Iron Man account, but a similar account, an account that is trader, but allows for buying Dittos and selling Dittos. And I think this is awesome. I think this is the whole point of self-made rules and self-made regulation accounts in PokeMMO. And he's very honest. Like he says he doesn't want to play an Iron Man account, but he wants to play like a Bronze Man or a Copper Man or something very, very similar. And I feel like this is the beauty of like the Iron Man game mode not having its own official mode. I would love to see that happen at some point, but this is the positive of it not having its own official mode yet, is that people can play other Iron Man variants and sort of enjoy the game they truly in the way that they want to, right? There's obviously things like Chunk Man mode or like group Iron Man mode or region locked Iron Man. There's all different types of ways you can either add restrictions or take them away. Maybe you can't buy Pokemon off the GTL, but you can sell them. I think as long as you are honest and open, like, we don't want any players who are like, oh yeah, I'm an Iron Man, by the way, but they're like buying RP and don't tell people that. Like that stinks, because then it ruins the sense of accomplishment. But as long as you're honest and earnest, like this player was, about what his goals are, about what he wants, I think this is amazing. I think it should be encouraged. I think custom game modes like that are really fun in Pokemon games and PokeMMO. Next up, really cool, just a really cool little thing about the trade corner. I love having an opportunity to cover the trade corner. You don't see a whole lot of trade corner activity in PokeMMO these days, but with really rare weird stuff, you do see it pop up. Like this person has a 5 encounter Swellow, 5 encounter shiny Swellow, and it was single encounter. I think it's kind of cool. Also, Swellow's a beautiful shiny. I think it's cool that, I think it's a really underrated thing. that them adding the encounter counter obviously didn't just give us the official encounter counter, didn't just give us a way to fact check people's encounters on their shinies, it also gave us a whole new collectible. People going for 1 encounter, 2 encounter, 5, 10 like low encounter shinies, or even high encounters. I love the idea of collecting 200k plus dry like that's really fucking cool to me. Like I love that people are going for these collections now of shinies with specific encounters, or even like we've seen like 69 or like 67. Like I think it's a really cool just extra element, extra collection added to the game through a passive little update. So I thought it was super cool. Next up, so that's our little intro. We also have our achievement showcase. Let's go ahead and jump into it. If you don't know, the achievement showcase is where I shout out your guys' achievements, the community's achievements. If you want to be featured in the achievement showcase, go check out my Discord. There should be a chat called the achievement showcase. And you can have link your own stuff, your shinies, your complete Pokedex, whatever it may be, whatever you consider an achievement in PokeMMO. The weirder and the nicher, the better in my book. But obviously anything is good. I love shiny like first shinies are a big deal in PokeMMO. It's a cool way for me to give back to you guys, show you some love, as well as just show you some interesting ideas and cool challenges or achievements that maybe you want to take on, right? So before that, I do want to quickly announce I do have a movie night coming up, I think tomorrow. If you're watching the stream recap, it's probably tonight. It's Friday, February 6th at 5:30 p.m. ET. It'll be very, very casual in my Discord. It'll be like hyper casual. It might even be, someone was worried about like copyright stuff, so it might even be like we all meet at 5:30 p.m. We all watch the Pokemon movie on our own TV, and then I just say, hey guys, start the movie in 3, 2, 1, and we click play like we're fucking on TeamSpeak or Mumble back in like 2008. Like it's very casual. We're just gonna be hanging out, watching a Pokemon movie and shiny hunting in PokeMMO. That'll be that'll be it. It'll be a fun little casual time. Come hang out if you want to. We'll be watching the I think I watched this movie like on TV growing up, but I don't remember much about it. But I have like vague memories of it type beat. So we'll see if it's actually good, or if it's like a fun time, All right. Finally, over to our achievement showcase. First things first, Mist sent me this. Sorry, I'm leaking our DMs, Mist. Mist sent me this DM, and I thought it was really funny. He was like, dude, it's a random Thursday. I'm Ditto farming. Why am I getting auto moved to channel 7? And it really shows how popular Ditto farming is right now, for good and for bad reasons. I think there's a lack of viable money making methods right now in Pokemon. I've talked about that a lot in my recent economy breakdown video. There is a lack of viable money making methods in Pokemon right now, which I hope we see fixed. But it's also kind of wholesome. It's kind of cute. Like it's like it's kind of cute to see so many people playing the game on a Thursday. Like the fact that many people are gaming at like 11 a.m. ET on a Thursday is crazy to me. So it's really impressive to see how many people are playing the game. But also I hope to see we see more viable money making methods coming up. So hopefully we see some economy changes there. Shout out to Mist for shouting that, calling that out. And then next up, this person, I love duality hunts, whether it's shiny hunts, legendary hunts, whatever it may be. This person said they hunted for Zapdos, and it took them 37 legendary lures and 28 expert lures. I don't know exactly how many that is, like in terms of like encounters or hours, but a pretty long hunt, right? And then he got his Entei two expert lures after getting his Zapdos. So I love seeing the differences. I love I think it's cool. I think it's really cool to see people have these see people have to go like 150k dry and then getting their next shiny at like 10,000 encounters or even 2,000 encounters. I think it's really fucking cool to see. Yeah, I am a big advocate of not popping legendary lures. Legendary lures are not usually worth it. Obviously, if you want to, more power to you. But 2 expert lures for the Entei is sick to see. Congrats to this guy on getting both of his legendaries done recently. All right, next up. We just talked about, I didn't even plan this. We just talked about interesting encounter numbers on shiny Pokemon, and this person to give proper credit, Ace Balthazar managed to get a 69,069 encounter shiny Bibarel while going for their Ralts shiny. They also named it 67+2, so you can tell they're an absolute zoomer, which I can respect. Congrats to you on your shiny Bibarel. Also, they master balled it, which is kind of like, I don't know if they did that on purpose because they saw the encounters. Like that's really funny. Like that's a funny master ball, man. Congrats to Ace Balthazar. All right, next up. This, at first I was like, okay, just another shiny. Then I saw the encounter. Once again, everything's very encounter number focused today. This person said Murkrow phase 1. Phase 1, by the way. This is his first phase at a shiny hunt. and he went 184,000 encounters for it. Imagine starting a shiny hunt. Like, oh, I can't wait to get a shiny Murkrow one day, guys. Poggies, oh, it's gonna be so fun. Little purple bird, yippee. And then going 184k dry and getting a phase. Like, this is fucked up, man. I hope that he gets his Murkrow in the next hunt in like 2,000 encounters. I hope we see a duality post from him in the next week or so. But still, rip GG's and congrats. I love the mental, the fortitude, the grind on this. TK Zombie, man, nice work. Good for you. Congratulations. He even said that he started hunting this like before the encounter counter was added, so it's actually closer to 200k. So an insane shunt. Congrats to TK Zombie. I hope you get that Murkrow on the first encounter back to that location, man. Good luck to you. And then next up, I'm sure it's hard to cover. This is a lot of like, no, I get that one. So let's just, okay. This is what I called crazy new player luck. He says, I've been playing the Pokemon games since Game Boy Color all the way up until DS. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I've always been unlucky with shiny encounters. I've only seen shiny Pokemon maybe 3 times in all the runs that I've done playing traditional Pokemon. I join PokeMMO, I get addicted, and I feel like I have the opposite luck here, which this is always fucking cool to see. My first 3 shiny encounters are under 400 chance encounters. 400 encounters, he got a Spearow. He shiny hunted Geodude and got it on his 10th or so Rock Smash, and then got a Wurmple while I guess hunting or shiny hunting for a high IV Shroomish. Like, what was the Wurm? Like, this is insane. I feel so lucky and happy, and I hope that some of my luck brings you guys some good fortune. Like, it's really cool. It's a good thing to see new players go lucky, because then it encourages them to hopefully play the game for longer. But then also, it's like the duality of, that dry streak is coming. That's the scary thing, is like eventually it will even out. I don't know if I can zoom in enough to see the Wurmples encounter. I'm gonna try, but fuck it, we do it live. It might be too blurry when I zoom in. I'm gonna be so real. So I don't know if I can see the exact Wurmple encounters, but yeah, I think it's gonna be too blurry. The TLDR is he got 3 shinies and very few encounters, and got looks like 11,000. Looks like, okay, let's say 11,000-ish maybe. I want to say 11,000 encounters for the Wurmple. 3 shinies. It looks like the Spearow was at like 200 to 400. The Geodude was at a few, like 3k or so. It looks like 10 Rock Smashes. And then the Wurmple at 11k. So 3 very lucky shinies for a new player. That's the best time to see it, man. Congratulations to that gamer once again. And then finally, one more thing to cover. Iron Man Jordan, who recently started an Iron Man account. He said, nothing crazy, but I thought I'd share my Iron Man progress after getting bored of my main account, which is the best reason to start an Iron Man account. I've talked a lot about how, like, I don't recommend new players starting an Iron Man account off the bat. I would actually, like, play your main account, have fun. If you have tons of goals that you're like working on, enjoy your main account. I think the Iron Man account is something you do when you're looking for a new way to play Pokemon, but obviously to each their own, right? He said he started in Kanto just before the Christmas event without realizing how OP that would be. I made a video recently on how busted the event season was for my Iron Man account, and he speed ran to the finish, allowing him to build an insane amount of capital to build a Jimmy Run team, raid Pokemon. He got around 3 million Pokeyen from the event alone. He finished all the regions very quickly in like under 20 hours and began to hunt roaming legendaries very, very quickly on the account, participating in catch events. Not only did I get both roaming legendaries, Zapdos at 1,000 encounters, and then Entei at, does this say 32-ish encounters or 32k? Once again, more zooming in. Let's see. I think it's 32-ish k. If he actually went, I can't tell. If 32-ish would be crazy. 32-ish K would be insane. 32,000 encounters dry for Entei is very, very dry. It would be an extremely long hunt. Either way, congrats to him. I was able to encounter 2 shinies within the space of 2 days. It was a shiny Tentacruel and a Rapidash, all within a month's work. He got all of this in a month's work. It's like 3 million Pokeyen, the Jimmy Run team, the Typhlosions, the Blastoises, the Smeargle. He got some BP charms and other charms from the event. Like, this is so sick, man. I thought this was so fucking cool. Pretty happy with the progress, and I want the first Iron Man win. He wants to be the first Iron Man to win a VGC tournament. This is everything that you want to encourage in a Pokemon player. Congratulations to you, Iron Man Jordan. Good luck. You did it amazing. Like, on your grinding was crazy. Congratulations. And I also hope that you have some more good luck along the way. So just congrats on you for your hard work and efforts, dude. That is officially our stream recap intro. If you enjoyed it, like it, dislike if not, subscribe for daily Pokemon uploads. Follow me on Twitch for streams like this where you can be involved with the stream recaps live if you're interested in that. Let's just jump into it. I'll see you guys with probably some good questions from Twitch chat. Woo. I'd be fucking yapping. Stream when? I have no plans. No disrespect. I have no plans to stream Overwatch anytime soon. I'm gonna be so real, you know. No disrespect, you know. Maybe tomorrow. What I miss? Sag. What I miss? Keeping the best for last. Really. What I miss? Smash my rock. Dude, there's just so many achievement. Do you have an achievement showcase, Raph? There's been so many posted, man. I'm so behind. There's so much to cover. Oh, thanks, Cerulia. I see your DM, Cerulia. Thank you. Dude, I've got to figure out this blinds situation. How does the sun always end up in my eye? Anyways, okay. My guy says, ooh, I think I did. I don't think I brushed them today. I should have. Fuck. I did shampoo them. I did. Thank you for asking. Terraria stream when? We're more likely to Terraria stream than what's it called? Than Overwatch stream. I barely started the Suicune hunt. I have to go catch this. There's an alpha over here. I think it's still here. Hopefully it's not gone. Okay, thank fuck. I'm going for this alpha spawn, so 1 sec. Alrighty, fellas, starting another beautiful day on the Iron Man account. First things first, there's actually an alpha Mamoswine spawn over in Ice Path and Johto, so we're on our way to go catch that and do that encounter. Then afterwards, we will be doing a Jimmy run and then focusing all of our time and efforts Ditto hunting, maybe Payday pickupping, and then specifically Suicune hunting. I do really want to get Suicune, if possible, prior to the LUNAR event dropping, which happens in about 12 days. Once the LUNAR event drops, like, I have to put full focus into that. So I doubt that I'll be able to get Suicune, which is the final roaming legend that I need. And I'd have to wait 3 months to be able to finish my roaming legendary collection again if I'd miss it this month. So I'm hoping to get Suicune this month and do a lot more other progress today. We'll see how it goes. Let's just jump into it and get to work. All right, now I can finally talk to Chitty Chat. And move this over here. Wub 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 wub. You play Terraria? How do I answer that? Yeah, I actually, how do I do like the cringe thing of like, yeah, no, this is cringe. I bought Terraria day 2. I love the game. I played it since 2011. I actually, wait, so, okay, fun story. I was actually just checking recently on Steam. Steam is either bugged or I was an addicted gamer when I was a teenager, which is, well, that part's true for sure. But okay, I was Googling it. Well, let me just do the, okay, Terraria release date. Did Terraria have like an early access or some shit? Because Terraria, it says Terraria released May 16th, 2011. And I left a review for Terraria on Steam on May 25th, 2011. 9 days after the game had released. And at the time of my review, oh, no, I think I'm already getting it wrong. I think it was, I think it might have been May 26th. No, it was, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Terraria released May 16th, 2011. I left a review for the game on Steam when I was like 14, 15 years old. I guess I would have been 13 years old. Holy fuck. Wait, is that right? I would have been 13 years old, I think, in 2011. I left a review for the game on May 26th or 25th, 2011. 10 days, the important thing is 10 days after the game had released. And at the time of the review, it said that I had 254 hours played. So either Steam is glitched or I literally loaded up Terraria and did not close the game for 10 days after which also that might be the case. Like the meme is like, I was so addicted to video games back then. I would literally just like I would just play for like 20 hours, sleep for 3 hours, wake up and play more. So I don't know, you know, it was so crazy. I'm honored, Saint. I appreciate it. Terraria is amazing. It's one of those things like, it's almost one of, like, I expect every gamer to have played Terraria, which is kind of fucked up, I guess. Not, you know, not really, but oh, I don't know. I go to a friend. There's a sports bro that I love who is sometimes in chat. I go to his place he is the Super Bowl king, the sports king. I always ask him for his sports because I don't stay inactive in the sports scene or whatever. I'm going to a friend's house basically. It's the TLDR for Super Bowl Sunday. I don't know what's on the menu. I don't know. Now maybe I'll bring some Little Caesars pizza just to really because he hates Little Caesars pizza as the meme. I love it, man. I think it gets the job done. I am fine with Little Caesars, dude. Put on top. I respect it. Maybe I'm just a fucking psycho, Miro. I've always preferred vanilla games, and I've played modded. I've never played modded Terraria, I don't think, to be fair, but I've played modded Minecraft. I've played modded Skyrim, and I always go back to vanilla. I prefer vanilla Minecraft. I prefer vanilla Skyrim. I don't know if it's just the loser in me or like what what it is, but like I really like. I don't know. I really like the vanilla versions of games. I have not played modded Fallout New Vegas. I do need to try that. I think that would be, maybe even like a graphical thing would be interesting. We're streaking again. Okay, fem flushed emoji, what's up, how you doing? And it's cheaper. Like you can't go wrong with Little Caesars. I think I'm not saying Little Caesars is the best pizza, but for the price, I don't know, man, it's super fair. I think it's very, very fair, you know. Let me just surf this bad boy. I gotta get better at. I've been getting, the more I've streamed, I'm curious, Miro, I'm excited to see your development on this. The more I've streamed over the years, the worse I've gotten at it. I'm gonna be like so fucking on. Like, I feel like the more that I've streamed, the more I get distracted, the less and less efficient I am in game. I gotta figure out, I gotta get back to like, I'm curious to see your take. I'm curious to see what happens. Like, because I will sit like AFK in game for like 30 seconds. Like, it's so, you know, not gonna lie. Like, it's like I will AFK for so long at times. It's fucked up. I never played Breath of the Wild. No like slight against it. I just well, I used to say I don't own a Switch, and I don't own my wife owns a Switch, so I could use her Switch to play Breath of the Wild. I don't. Oh man, it's funny because I play PokeMMO. I don't love Nintendo games. Like, Nintendo is easily my least favorite. Like, I don't really love Nintendo consoles. I don't really like Nintendo games. I don't hate them. I'm not like against them. They've never really been my go-to, even though I love Pokemon's the exception. I love Pokemon, right? But like, I don't know, I've never been a huge Nintendo guy. Now, I played the original like 1985 or 1986 NES Zelda. I've only played 2 Zelda games. I played the original like NES Zelda on a 3DS like emulator or whatever, and that was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed the original Zelda. And then I played that when I was like 15, I think, years old. And then I played is it Link's Awakening? The one on Game Boy with the opening scene being the ship crash, the shipwreck. I played the OG like black and white Link's Awakening on original Game Boy. Like big cartridge. Yeah, I played that. I played, or is it a Link to, I always forget if it's a Link to the Past or a Link's Awakening. I think it's, I don't know which one. I don't know. I'm sure Breath of the Wild, I'm not trying to, I'm sure it's really good. It's just like, because I'm not a huge Nintendo guy, it's so low on my priority list. To play Breath of the Wild, I would have to both, I just got fucked. I'd have to both buy Breath of the Wild, the game, as well as a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. So there's like, which is like, I don't have, there's a lot of like financial barrier there to versus I could just go play, like I have like Jack and Daxter on PS2 I've never played. Why would I go, my boomer brain is why would I go play Breath of the Wild, which I don't own, I have to go purchase or whatever, when I have Jack and Daxter, a franchise I've never played. I've only played Sly Cooper 1. I haven't played Sly Cooper 2 and 3. There's so many other games that I already have, you know, that I want to get to. I would love to. I think it'd be a really cool retro Pat, which is my side channel. If you don't know, I would love to. It'd be a really cool retro Pat series to go back, because I'm a 27-year-old who played video games literally for a living, right? And has never played most of the Zelda games. I've only, like, I think it'd be a really cool series to go back and play through all of them and give my thoughts, my genuine, honest opinion. You know, from that perspective. Required. Yes, that's another, like, I fucking despise the Switch controllers. I fucking can't use them. I hate them so much. They're so, I think the Switch, it's funny, like I've ranted about them before. I think the Switch controllers are actually a really interesting advancement in technology. The fact that they have like a speaker and like the motion controls are really good, like all in such a small thing. Like, it's a really cool tech advancement, the Switch controller, but it fucking sucks dong to use. Ratchet and Clank, I own Ratchet and Clank 1 and Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked. I haven't started that franchise yet. Like, there's just other things to use, you know? That sounds like a visual glitch, or like a custom, that could be a custom strings glitch, Drago. That'd be my guess. are way too small. Like they're, yeah, like even for like I have large hands, but like even you don't need to have large hands to be like these fucking controllers are way too small. It's like insane, you know? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they made it out of testing. You should dream ball here. It's actually a better catch rate on strains. I know what you meant, Alpha. You're perfect. Oh please. Oh, that's such a good turn 9. That was such a lucky catch, man. Turn 9 catching the alpha Mamoswine with only 2 Pokemon alive. This thing was eating away at my Pokemon, dude. 2 times 31 in attack and speed up. I'm very, very happy with that alpha catch on a dream ball. Hell yeah, dude. That was a great alpha catch. All right, we have dig on. We can dig, I think. Beautiful. Okay, Potter. That was like a very lucky alpha catch. Like, I didn't have to get the timer balls. Like, yeah, being able to dream that was super nice. Okay. How many times do I say okay in a stream? Okay. Gym, everybody's favorite gym rerun time. Woo! Poggies! Aren't you guys excited to watch me do the same thing that I do every day to make a determined amount of Pokeyen where nothing exciting can happen? No shiny encounters, no legendary, no anything? Yippee! Gym rerun! I really don't mind. I'm like me. I really don't mind it that much. It's funny. Like I feel bad from the like. I feel like you guys watching me do a Jimmy run is worse than me doing it, you know? Like I feel like it's probably more boring, so I apologize. Like I don't mind it, you know? Like I think talking to you guys honestly makes it fun, and I think it's a great time to talk about the game, talk about movies, retro video games like Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, you know? Like this is okay. I think you would die within like so fast. Knick-knack. I didn't realize how often I said that word, you know? It's pretty crazy. Goes over here. I have Whoa, I caught like way more Dittos than I realized. We might need to catch some rare Pokemon today to clear up our shittos. I did not look, we have like not many spaces left. Like I can't go start farming Dittos because by the time I, you know, get 15 caught for the repeat ball, I'm gonna have to like go break it or whatever and go catch rares. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go catch some rare Pokemon before we get to our Ditto farming today. So let's first start with our Jimmy run, of course. I just got a little bit distracted. I'm on the Iron Man accounts. This is not for money, but you know, Dittos are great for, you know, for that right now. Where is my Jimmy run teams? Right here. Okay. Do this. Beautiful. I do like being. I need to keep my shit organized so I can just drag and drop like that. That feels super comfy. Dude, this is the realest. I honestly don't even look at the game on your stream. You're fucking real as hell for that. And I've not with someone like RuneScape streamers. Very, very similar thing. How about food again? I'm down. I do want to keep it. I gotta stop. I think I have a debate bro tendency, and I want to stay away from that. I don't like that. It's not fun. It's not like at the end of the day, what the fuck do I really know? Who really cares? I think it's more interesting to discuss what your favorite cheese is versus like I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't really care. Like the older I get, the more I'm like, literally, who cares what percentage of cheese like it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter, you know? I don't know, you know? It doesn't really affect our life. It's just about being right, which is just not. Who cares? I don't know, you know? The older I get, the more I'm like, who cares? A little bit, not as much. I like passion, I like caring, but all right. It's a mixed bag. What are my music pause? That I care about. Okay, beautiful. All right, this is Jimmy Run number 92 on the Iron Man account. We're going to pop down to 4 amulet coins left. 4 amulet coins left. There's about 12 days or so left until the Lunar New Year event. I usually do about 4 Jimmy Runs a week. Today's Thursday. I might have enough. It might be close. If I pop, I might actually have the perfect amount of amulet coins. If I pop an amulet coin Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, that's 4. And then I might be like 1 short, but we can skip a day. I think I might have enough amulet coins to make my way to the event. But the other concern is during the Lunar New Year event, there's a plus 5 or 10% Pokeyen boost from trainers, which does count for Jimmy runs. So like being stocked up on amulet coins prior to the event might be like worth considering. Although I am sick of amulet coin farming. It's one of my least favorite things on the account. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, big hundo suit. It'll be cool to reach 100 Jimmy runs, you know? Yeah, true, exactly. Saying based. Shiny. Hell yeah, Alpha. Good luck to you, dude. Seen a few of your videos and I tried to Pokemon after long. Started on my account so far. Enjoy it, dude. Thanks for. It's so nice of you to take the time to come into the stream to leave a nice comment like that. Like you've already, like I always say, hopefully, I like to think that content creation is hopefully a mutual exchange where like I hopefully put out either entertaining or helpful content and you guys give me your time and your ad revenue selfishly, right? That's the exchange. When you like, if you watch the videos, you give me your time and you enjoy them, that's the equivalent exchange. But as soon as you like take the time to leave a nice comment, that I really fucking appreciate it, you know? I think that's very like, it's above and beyond, you know? Our shiny charms, if you I'm so sorry to, if you copy and paste that question into Google, our shiny charms, I'll do it for you, one sec. Are shiny charms worth it, PokeMMO? I have a video that breaks down the math specifically. It's from 2022, but it's still the same. It's still the same. The math might be a little bit different, but because the cost or whatever, but it's the same. Here you go. How much were shiny charms back here actually? Shiny charms used to be, wow, in this clip shiny charms were 355,000 Pokeyen, and they're still like, shiny charms are not really worth it in PokeMMO. For fun they are, right? I guess that's one of the things. For fun they're super worth it. All right, one sec. But financially, like the time saved, they're not. Don't under status, right? Right. I think jumping on eggs is fair. Even on eggs, even like the egg hunting community kind of like goes back and forth and like isn't totally sure. Hell, good luck to you, Kane. Hell yeah, dude. Yes, the biggest benefit of shiny charms are hanging out with the boys. Like that's the meme. Where can you find them? Shiny charms so that's actually a good question. Shiny charms only come into the game from the gift shop now, which is a good thing. So here, once again, people love to how do I explain this? This is a good question. Someone asked about shiny charms. They asked, you know, the age-old question, are shiny charms worth it? That's an easy question. No, shiny charms are typically not worth it. They cost so much Pokeyen for how much time they actually save. I have a few videos running over that math, right? Now, shiny charms are actually weirdly cheaper than ever, to be fair. I was watching a video where the last video I made covering the math on are shiny charms worth it, shiny charms were 355,000 Pokeyen. And fun fact, shiny charms were actually as expensive as 1 million Pokeyen per charm at one point. I know because I had to buy one during a Team Mr. Shiny war because I was out of shiny charms and they had gotten ludicrously expensive. Shiny charms used to come into the game from the Lunar New Year event. They only came into the game via sealed product from the Lunar New Year event. That's how it used to work, okay? Same with Richest Charms, Battle Point Charms, all those things. They actually all used to only come into the game from the Lunar New Year event. Now, the devs have made it so they come into the game through all the other events as well because the player base has grown so much and the demand has grown so much, they needed to implement new ways for the supply to be able to come into the game. So now we have Richest Charms other than the other events. Now, shiny charms have been fully taken out, if I recall correctly, from all the sealed product entirely. Shiny charms were actually moved over to the gift shop, and people love to claim malice of the devs and shit on the devs when they do things that, like, you know, hurts free to play or whatever. And there are valid concerns. I'm not trying to like brush away those concerns, but sometimes those same players won't give credit to the devs when they do something that is really good for the economy. I like to critique the devs and I like to glaze the devs, you know, vice versa, whenever they do something good versus bad, in my opinion, right? When they moved shiny charms over to the gift shop, locking their price at 100 RP and making their shiny charm price much more stable, the devs lost a lot of money. People were credit card swiping to buy RP vouchers to then buy shiny charms. That's how important they were during things like Team Shiny Wars, and even Official Wars wasn't available back then, to be fair. But during Shiny Wars, people would credit card swipe to buy shiny charms, right? So with the math, like back then, an RP voucher would be, back then an RP voucher was like, let's say 3.2, 3.5. It was a lot different. RP vouchers were like 3.2 million Pokeyen, right? So you would pay $10 and get 3 shiny charms, maybe like, let's say 3 to 5 shiny charms, right? versus now you can pay $10 and get 10 shiny charms. So the devs made a decision that loses them money for the embetterment of the game, which I think is very honorable and should be praised. I think a lot of people skip over stuff like that. I think it's important to praise the devs when good decisions are made and critique when things like temporary incubators are proposed and things like chum buckets. You know, I think it's important to do both, but I think a lot of times we see one-sided arguments from one or the other. So I love that shiny charm change. I think it was really, really healthy for the economy and really healthy for shiny hunters long term. Oof. Anyways, let's go. Oh yeah, I'm going here. Whoopsie. Yeah. What'd I miss? Okay. It was a Lunatone. And encounters at a certain location. Yo, what's up? Suicune, it's kind of, how do I explain that? I have a guide that hopefully should explain it, which is kind of like, it's really any outdoor location in Johto is the TLDR out the way, but you also need to make sure you're single encountering. No, what's it called, right? Daily pad blaze. Yeah, I try. Hopefully people like, it's just tough because like, and maybe I try to think like, maybe I'm being too reactionary, and I apologize if I am, right? Because I see the amount of forum posts I have to read where it's literally someone being like, the devs fucking hate the players, blah blah blah, and it's like, you're just assuming malice, and it's like, what's the? Feel free to have your own opinions. You know, all opinions are valid, but I don't see the value. I guess the hypocrisy is, if you think the devs are evil, why are you still playing the game? I think that's kind of the hypocrisy, right? And I guess the hope is like, they become not evil anymore, but I don't. If you think the devs are evil, the game's never going to get better. Because you believe the source of the change. Games aren't like, you know, games don't switch out developers. Like, the developers are going to stay the same developers for the rest of the time. So if you don't trust the developers, it might be time to quit the game, which is totally fair. Like, I think it's a valid opinion. If you have the opinion of like, you know what, I think the base take is, man, I find it really hard to trust the developers, and I do feel like the developers are a little bit out of touch after proposing things like temporary incubators and after things like the shiny rate history and all these things. There's a lot like missing deadlines for Johto. There's a lot of very valid reasons to distrust or not have faith in the devs right now. Does that mean they're evil and malicious? I don't, you know, I think that's, what's the point, right? You know, yeah, it's just yeah, there's a lot of positivity maxing. Yeah, we've talked about this a lot, but like a lot of gamers project their emotions and feelings as reality, and instead of saying like, fuck man, I'm really frustrated and bummed, they say people are evil, you know, this is evil, this is bad. Like, no, it's not. You're attaching your feelings to physical things in the world as opposed to being like, I feel this way, you know. And you know what, I'm guilty of this. If I stub my toe, I usually am like, oh fuck, who put that there, as opposed to being like, oh fuck, that hurt, right? We're all humans, we're all guilty of it, right? But it's just one of those things. I hope we can learn to fix it in where we can, you know? This event revolve around Chinese. Wait, but that's not so. Okay, Shadow, like this game's events don't revolve. What do you mean? I guess I should ask. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by this game's events revolve around Chinese? Right? Let me hear you out before I. Yeah, I'm shocked. What do you mean? Like event rewards? Maybe I could see. You know, I could see an argument for like. Yeah. Catch events. I could understand that, but even then you get, you know, if he wants to, there's a valid argument to be made about like too many of the prizes given out in the game are shinies. But I think that's fair. Once again, it's the people have a really hard time with extreme wording, right? Is it that all the game's events revolve around shinies? Like, that's not really true. But could you argue like, hey, I think that well, you're kind of doing this, like you're saying the game has this problem versus, hey man, I don't really personally enjoy that the game gives out so many of the prizes are shinies, right? Like, hear my message? That's fucking based and fair. And also a lot, the PokeMMO, you're amazing. I love you for that sentence. And hopefully I come off as I have to get better. This is something I want to improve on. I need to get better at this. I want to get better at like the point of words and the point of Communication is so that we can portray us like our own feelings to each other. And if I feel like someone has done a not perfect job in portraying their feeling, instead of jumping on them and being like, you're being, you know, why did you say this, blah, 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 I should be like, hey, I think I'm getting how you're feeling. Do you think that, like, rephrase it for them and be like, hey, like, you know, I get what you're feeling and I could be mistaken. Let me know if I'm wrong, but like, are you basically saying that you think that it's a bit of a bummer that so many of the catch event and PvP rewards specifically are shiny Pokemon? That's a based position. That is totally valid. But I do get a little apprehensive or defensive on apologies on my end, right? When I see someone, you know, say like, oh, like all the event rewards are revolve around shinies, because it's not, in my opinion, you know, it's not really true, but I do get it for catch events and PvP and like just so many other. When you say events, I guess it could mean holiday events. It could mean like PvP tournaments. Like there are daily PvP tournaments in PokeMMO. I think it's one of the most amazing things. You know, like there are daily PvP tournaments every single day in PokeMMO. It's a really fucking cool thing. There are 3 catch events a week that the staff members host. They don't have to host. Like there's a lot of really cool fucking things that, yeah. Couching an event. Yeah, I would love a furniture rewards Giga Chat. You know, base. Now we're talking. I want to be better about that in 2026. I want to be better about, I think I'm too quick to jump on people. I need to be better about that. The whole world is too reactionary and I'm a big part of the fucking problem. So I apologize if I ever feed into that, chat. So good. I would love, also player housing is such a good money sink. I like, one of the funniest items in old school RuneScape is there's a stack of coins you can buy in your house that just costs like 100 million gold, and it's literally just a visual. Bro, do you know how many fucking PokeMMO players would buy some giant gold statue that literally costs like 100 million Pokeyen just to, like, people, MMO players fucking love that shit. Like, that would be so fucking good. Like, it's just, yeah, it'd be so funny. Yes, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, man. Yes, just dude, Sim. I've openly talked about this as well. I feel like I used to bully people a little bit for being too turbo online, and I'm always earnest and honest with you guys to the best of my ability. I feel like I used to pick on people for being too turbo online, and now I'm 27, my wife's 30, we're getting older and older. A lot of our friends are dispersing. Like, some of our friends are having kids. 2 or 3 of our friend groups have like moved away to different locations. Or, you know, once you turn 30, people have different life goals, they move, they have different jobs, they get married. Like, all of our friends are basically like getting married, having kids, you know, like just changing their lives, right? They're changing their lifestyles. And now me and my wife's IRL friend group is dwindling, and I'm realizing I'm becoming a little bit more turbo online, and I'm like, fuck. Like, it's like that's the honest, you know? So I'm realizing I'm not going out as much as I used to, right? Me and my wife still, like, we go shopping a bit. I love going to the grocery store, something as simple as that, which isn't really going out, but you know what I mean. Me and my wife, we go to the movies a lot. But even also, like, if you're on the East Coast, speaking of turbo online, if you're on the East Coast, how many of you have been snowed the fuck in? Like, that's been a huge thing. Like, we haven't been able to go to the movie. We had to like dig out our fucking shit, you know? Dude, yes, Keegan, pop off king. That's me. My wife is 3 years older than me, and that's like her friends often called her a cradle robber when she met me. No, it's like kind of a, I think it's funny, but yeah, it's a good meme. 10 days older is even more funny to like. To meme on her is so good. Fuck, 10 also you're like your birthday's, yeah, that's really funny. That's awesome. Yeah, no, exactly, Bot Bobby. Yeah, for sure. I would love to see player housing. I'd love to see guild halls. We've discussed these ad nauseum in the past. I would love, and I love not to like, those are topics I don't mind rehashing because they're just so like hopeful, you know? I love the snow, dude. I really fucking love the snow. I go to parties. Okay, how do I really like, I grew up not going to parties. I was not a very and I was popular like at times in school, but like I was kind of just depressed at times or whatever. But I didn't go to like parties in high school. I think that's like some like movie shit, right? But people fucking did it, right? But like I always thought of like parties as like, you know, like what you see in the movies. The reality, so I thought I hated parties. Growing up is realizing that I actually fucking love house parties where it's just like 8 to 12 people in like an apartment or a house just all like we're in our own little social circles. We're talking about movies and food. Small house parties are literally just like Twitch chat. We just do food debate, movie topics. Like it's all the same. It's all the same shit, dude. It's like it's literally just Twitch stream, bro. People like to, I don't know, it's very funny. For real, yeah. I love a small, like 8 to 12 person house party. We're all sipping on a cocktail. We're, you know, we're all doing Jaeger bombs. Okay, wait a minute. I mean, maybe something on like a New Year's, you know, but like, it's fucking nice, man. Yeah, like most parties aren't like American Pie, you know. It's just like little, yeah. Maybe kickbacks is a great word. Maybe that's the. I fucking love. I hate going out in public and drinking. I don't know, it's funny, like so many humans love that shit and I respect it. I acknowledge that I'm weird for not liking it. I fucking hate it. I hate going to bars. I hate going to clubs. I hate it. I feel anxious. I fucking hate it. I literally hate drinking in public. Okay, I love drinking at a friend's house, at a fucking kickback, like the gamers. Like that shit is so fun. Drinking at home and just like being vulnerable and talking is like a true part of the human experience, man. It's beautiful. McDonald's over 100 Jacks, a bit over a drink. Wait, I don't know if I've had 100 Jacks, like the pancake brand. I don't know if I wait, what? I don't know if I know 100 Jacks. What is 100 Jacks? Is that a restaurant? 100 Jacks. Fast food. I've never. Oh, it's Australian fast food. Love to try it. 100 Jacks is a great name. I'll try anything, man. It looks very Burger King coded. Dude, there's some good slang. Burger King coded is a great slang. I know like not all of us love 6, 7 and blah blah blah. I think it makes people happy, which is cute. Coded is a great. What are the other? There's some good new slang, bro. This might be one of the best eras of slang. I know it might be a hot take, but like there's a lot of really good. I don't know, there's a lot, man. Tupid, calc is short for calculator. That's a good slang. A new one that popped up. Dude, fuck it. Like, dude, I'm literally like, it's, you know, I'm getting older, knick-knack. When I see you type, yeah, the wife and I do a game night 1 to 2 times a month where we have friends over and play board games. And I'm like, fuck, I'm so jealous of that. Like, that's like, that's how you know I'm getting fucking old, bro. Like, damn, that sounds so fucking fun. It's so stupid. Like the most, but it does, man. That's the beautiful. Getting older is realizing, you know what, man? A lot of patterns and like habits that people have done for hundreds of years, there's a reason they did them. Like it just feels good to like hang out with people and like have these, you know. It's just so funny though. We must ever go out though. Yeah, if it's like at your place all the time, if you're always the host, it's a different vibe. Yeah, maxing is great. True. Paid, all my chatters are paid chatters. That is, the longer you stay here, the more you'll realize. True. Thanks for watching the video. Are you serious? Elia Deary? Sorry if I butchered the name. Thank you, man. It's really nice when chatters want to come in and say thank you to me. Bro, I'm just a fucking dumb guy who likes this game. I'm really thankful that I can be here, you know? Burger King for Oz. Oh, is it literally? Okay. That's cool. An hour, like a work week, Shizu? You're a gamer. Much love to you, man. Expansion instead. I think that, yeah. I think like a secret base expansion would essentially be like the play. I think it's the same. Not to be too reductive. I feel like it'd be the same thing. Yeah, of course, Karoshi. Yeah. Shit, wrong chat. There's a good bit. Like paying for view. There's a funny bit there, like paying for your own like human view bots. You're like paying people to be in your stream. That's awesome. Fuck sending out my chatters W2 forms, bro. Stop. I don't want to think about taxes yet. No, content creator taxes fucking suck dick, dude. Holy shit. To be fair, I don't have to worry about it because I don't think YouTube sends out their tax forms until early March / like March 15th. So I'll worry about it then. But yeah, hold up. You guys are getting paid? Wait a minute. That movie, We Are the Millers, is fucking underrated. Is it We Are the Millers or We're the Millers? Probably We're with like the comma. We Are the Millers. That movie's fucking. Me and my wife rewatched that within the past like 1 year or so. That movie's underrated. Poulter, I think he's getting everybody though. Jason Sudeikis, literally everybody in that movie is like underrated. But I think they're getting more proper credit as time goes on. Like Ed Helms, Jason Sudeikis, Will Poulter have always been underrated. I feel like they're getting more and more properly rated, to be fair. Like Jason Sudeikis, I feel like him and Ted Lasso caught a lot of people up to how good he is. And then what's Ed Helms doing these days? He's just really good. He's always in everything, bro. I don't know if he's doing a whole lot, but he's always fucking good, bro. Will Poulter, he's doing some shit. He was in Warfare. He was really like, that was a crazy switch up. He was really good in that. Give me a cent for every view I bring to YouTube. True. Okay, come on. Do you think it's possible to distribute copyright issues? I don't fully know. I would like to think yes, but I don't. I used to feel like I had a really good understanding of the copyright stuff in PokeMMO, and the more I play the game, the more I'm like, I actually have no fucking idea. Like I thought, dude, it's everything in life is like the fucking horseshoe theory or some shit, where it's like when you're new to a game, you're like, I know nothing about this game. When you're 2 years deep into the game, you're like, I know everything, and new players piss me off, and I understand blah blah blah. And then you get to like 5 years playing a game, you're like, I actually fucking know nothing. You realize how much there is more to learn, and you're like, I'm just learning. I'm learning more every single fucking day, but I have no idea, bro. Like I know some stuff, but like everything is so nuanced, and it's just very interesting. Well, yeah, I really, yeah, one big gray area. Like I used to feel a lot more confident, and I would always qualify like, I'm not a lawyer, but here are my thoughts and blah blah blah. But the more I like see content where I'm like, how is that not against? I have no idea. Don't tell me you know. Maybe it's more. I think it's more. I could be wrong. I think it's more. The more you learn about a topic, the more you realize how much there is to learn. And I feel like this happens with literally every passion, hobby, interest, categorical desire, whatever it is. Like this happens with everything, God, hello. It's because my fucking viewers made me switch the names of my Cottonee and my Torkoal. So my Cottonee is named Torkoal. They literally did this to trip me up, and then vice versa, and it works. No, it's literally a troll from my. You can pay Twitch points and rename my Pokemon on my account. On time. I think that might be also part of it. Jizu. Maybe a little bit. I don't know though. I'm not sure. The reductive way to put it. You just, yeah. Yeah, I don't like to quote Dunning-Kruger effect just because I find that people, not that you're doing, you're right. I think the meme is you're right. I always say, even the horseshoe theory, I don't like to reference popular, like, pop culture philosophical terms because I kind of am irritated by people. Like, it's like, I'm probably irritated at myself is what it is. It's like, whenever a 19 or a 17-year-old, when a 17-year-old first learns about the gambler's fallacy, they go around telling everyone about it like they don't know. And it's like, yes, bro, I was 17 too once. I also learned about. It's like there's certain gambler's fallacy, Occam's razor, Hanlon's razor, Dunning-Kruger effect, horseshoe theory. There are certain terms where it's like, yes, bro, I know, like I was 19 too once. I understand. And like, but they are relevant things to bring up. So it's one of those, like, I don't know, like it's one of those memes. I basically end up explaining it without saying the word, which just makes it more convoluted. So arguably I should just say like Dunning-Kruger. I don't know. It feels pretentious to reference Dunning-Kruger's. I think it almost implies that you don't think that you could be a victim of Dunning-Kruger. I think that I could. That's like, I think once again, there's obviously smart people in the world. There's dumb people. And then there are dumb smart and smart dumb. Does that make sense? So like, I think that I am I think that I'm smart dumb. So I'm stupid, and I know that I'm stupid, so I engage in certain things to avoid my stupidity. Does that make sense? So, like, I know how dumb that I am, therefore I am aware that everything I'm saying could be stupid. Therefore, I qualify everything I say, and therefore, like, I don't really have any strong opinions on most, like, you know, like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like one of those, I don't like to assume Dunning-Kruger of others, because then it implies that I, of course, couldn't be trapped by that, but I fully believe that I could be Dunning-Kruger, and so it's like being aware of, you know, the smart thing. It's smart dumb. It's the smartest thing you can do as a dumb person. I'm dumb, people, by the way. Hello. Is just know that you're dumb. What it really is frustrating is the amount of dumb people who think they're smart. That is the plague on the planet. That shit is really, really, really bad, you know? Dumb smart. Yes, it literally is. And what, like, I don't know what the fuck. I'm too stupid to do anything about that. Is the real is the real fucking answer. You know, I'll let the smart people figure that one out. You know, I love a dumb person as well. I love dumb people. I love smart dumb people, and I love smart. I just, well, smart might be the other one that kind of irritates me sometimes, but okay, it depends on their. You can be smart and have emotional skills, so like social skills. So it depends. It's only dumb smart people that smart dumb. Yeah, I'm even losing track of the, you know. The Lunar New Year, so every holiday event in PokeMMO usually happens on the day of the event. The Lunar New Year event this year happens on February 17th. I do talk about this as well in my Lunar New Year event prep guide. I think I should have that linked below my YouTube. So my apologies. I'll do that now. I'll have it in my like stream description. So if you're on YouTube, let me I'm gonna add the my lunar New Year prep guide. I'm gonna link that. There we go. Yes, confident dumb is the worst, for sure. Hey, I appreciate your honesty. Yu-Gi-Oh! MMO says, could you please make a guide on how to catch dittos with heavy balls so that black apricorns go up in price? Thank you. Hey, I appreciate your honesty. I've seen a few people, some people swear by this Snorlax strat, which uses heavy balls. My problem with it is that heavy balls are so expensive that, like, I don't know if it's super worth it. Like, I think it's a guaranteed catch, I believe. If you're interested in, like, I guess super lazy potentially is the best way to, like, super lazy ditto farming. I think false swipe, spore, smeargle with safety goggles is my best strat and my strat that I recommend. With ditto farming, you generally want to use dust balls for your first 15 dittos, and then switch to repeat balls from then onward, because you'll have built up the repeat ball 15 streak or whatever. Get the 2.5 times catch rate for 100. The repeat balls are 100 less Pokeyen than dust balls. So usually the ditto strat is safety or safety goggles, smeargle with false swipe, spore, and no attacking moves. You'll never die. The ditto will never kill you, and you just do that, right? I think that's very, very chill personally. Some people do heavy balls. Whatever works for you. Like, there's no like wrong answer. There's different positives and negatives. Heavy balls are way more like, what's the word? They're very. I believe the heavy balls will always catch. So it's like there's no like ball animations, which some people like, but I think it's money wise, I believe repeat balls are much better. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, I believe financially it's much better to do the repeat ball strat, but I could be mistaken. Some people swear by once again, not getting back to like the Dunning-Kruger thing. Do you see how almost every clip I put out on the internet, I'm like, as far as I say things like, as far as I know, I could be mistaken. I qualify almost fucking everything I say, because I know that I can be wrong, and I work really, really. I think that helps. I think it does help crack down on, you know, people being actually or whatever. But I still get a fair bit of people being like, why are you misinforming the PokeMMO player base or whatever? And I'm like, this is just a stream recap. I'm not, you know, I'm just talking here. I'm not trying to, you know. I think it's trying to chill out or whatever. Heavy ball. I literally never thought of it like that. Heavy balls, whatever. That made me chuckle. It's the same way, like, I like football and I grew up playing like backyard football, not like I've never played organized, to be fair, which is a massive difference. But my favorite position in football is tight end, right? And I'll never, I told my wife, yeah, I love tight end. I love, you know, if I were in my dream, in the male dream stratosphere, I would love to be a tight end in the NFL. And she was like, she thought I was making it up. She was like, that's not a real position. You're like pranking me. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, there's no way there's a position in football called tight end. And I was like, oh, I literally never thought that could mean like a tight ass. I never, in my entire life loving football, I never thought of it like that. It's funny, like there are so many obvious little double, but I never thought about it ever. Dumb little bit. Ooh, great question. Great question leading up to the LUNAR event. Someone said, for the LUNAR event, how does the leaderboard get tracked? Is it the fastest time completed or the amount of time completed? This was my first event. I believe it is the amount of waves and like points basically gotten. So it's the longer you survive, the better. Great question leading up to the event. That's for the abundant shrine, like dungeon mini game type thing that you can grind. That was a great fucking clarifying question for newer players. Jisoo. She's been working her ass off recently, man. Dude, much love to you, Dread. I fucking seriously thank you, dude. Thank you, man. Yeah, safety goggles Smeargle is just so comfy. What's up? Nice to see Abba. You've been here a lot. Nice to see you, man. What's up? Sorry to miss you for a quick sec, but what's up? 3% dodge. There you go. Miss was doing some Snorlax strat, some heavy ball strat recently. This is my Iron Man account. Sorry for the once again late reply. What's up, Alex? I don't ever intend to ignore anybody. Just a few, you know. There's a fair bit of chats, but I also just ramble. The problem is if I spend like 3 minutes on one chat, you know. I feel like I haven't played backpack battles, but I've heard good things. I feel like I would like it. Wasn't even more. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Miss, that's cool. That's interesting. Do you like those Snorlax? It's like, what's the benefit? You have payday access, right, Miss? What's the benefit of like Snorlax over Smeargle? I had this when I was ready. Oh, okay. Okay, fucking fair. I just have no idea. So okay, there you go. Fair. The payday. Yeah. Gotcha. Payday access. Gotcha. Decreases 1 times of the charm boost. LUNAR event when it was 12 times. Wait, what? Why is the shiny rate during Christmas 1 times of the charm boost? 1.5 times LUNAR when it boost the charm. I guess it's because like I don't know BBN, to be fair. I'm guessing they just want to be more careful about how much Pokeyen comes into the game and like how much inflation could potentially happen versus like I'm guessing the amount of shinies is like fine, but I don't know. Is your game trust? I feel like I would enjoy it. Okay, the RuneScape grind. Hell yeah, Krillin. That's awesome, dude. Good luck to you, man. What's your task? What's your Slayer? I gotta get back to the RuneScape mindset. What's your Slayer level and what's your task? I'm gonna guess is it Abby Specters? Is that what I'm thinking of? I'm gonna guess that it's Aberrant Specters. I used to do those a ton on the Ultimate Iron Man for seeds and herbs and stuff. Thank you for who was that? Yo, tutorials for the $5 super chat, bro. Thank you, man. What the hell? I'm honored my content could be helpful. Thank you for going above and beyond and giving some support just because my YouTube videos were helpful. It's a huge honor, man. Thank you so much. I have a video something alpha pro nutrition for profit. I was wondering if you think I wonder if you think 4 alphas a day is enough. I don't. The boring answer is like in terms of we almost all know that alphas need to be nerfed in some way. I'm just in favor of whatever is the best statistical way. Like it's almost like a, how do I describe this? Think of an analogy. I don't know if we need an analogy though. The boring answer is I'm really just in favor of whether we are nerfing the stats of alphas from 2 times to 1 times to 1 guaranteed, or we're decreasing the amount. Like I don't care. I don't really care. It's literally just whichever one statistically helps the economy more. And that the problem is that requires a lot of back end information and data that we don't have. That's like it's up for the devs to make that call. There are certain Jimmy runs that use Heatran. I don't know if you could just replace. You might be able to. I'm not totally sure, Senpai. Like 1 Heatran and then 1 Typhlosion, or 1 Heatran and then what's the other? There are plenty of other Jimmy runs if you're interested in. If you want to use Heatran because it's fun. We're going over to the next region now. My Jimmy run is very casual, as you can see. I'm like talking to Chad and distracted. I always say even a bad Jimmy run is still good progress. I think that's like always like I think that's the fun of it. Like I have done. You reach a point. It's always cool to see newer players like really caring about your Jimmy run, blah blah blah. And I still care about mine. I don't mean to come out like the more I've done Jimmy runs, the more I'm like, who fucking cares about? Like I'm just like I just want to get it done type thing, like in like a fun way. The more Jimmy runs you do, the more you realize how important. Like I've probably done like 500 Jimmy, maybe 4 or 500, right? Maybe 5, probably 5. I've probably done somewhere around 500 Jimmy runs in my PokeMMO career, right? You reach a point where you're like, I'm just trying to hang out. I don't really care about, I don't really care about maximizing Pokeyen anymore. The longer you play PokeMMO, you just really start to like. Marathon, not a sprint mentality is so huge. Whatever makes you have fun for the longest amount of time. Like if you do a shitty Jimmy run that makes you 200k a day, but can do that for years, like that's better than doing the most efficient Jimmy run for 2 months or whatever. Potentially BBN, potentially. I'm really bad at Terraria. It's funny, I've played Terraria since like release. I love Terraria. But most of my hours in Terraria, I've almost never explored hard mode. I've only entered hard mode on a world once, right? When I grew up, I would love to. Someone mentioned actually, I would love to go back. Ooh, if you can create someone was saying, is this true, chat? Can you play old versions of Terraria like on the launcher? I would fucking love to do that. I don't know how to do that. I would love to go back and play like 2011 Terraria. That would be really fucking cool. Just for nostalgia and stuff. I like it. Yeah, that would be fucking awesome. I would seriously like. How do you do that? I might just look at a YouTube tutorial or some shit instead of asking my chat. You should Google it, streamer, before asking, chat. Yeah. Park even talked about that. Park talked about the idea of flip-flopping the way that alphas and raids work, so that. Basically year round, the way that alphas would come into the game would be random raids that you have to fight and defeat to earn the catch. And then during events like the holiday events, instead, like right now year round, you just go catch random alpha spawns, right? And then during events there are raids. What if we flip-flopped it to where like year round it's raids, so you have to actually work for and earn those alphas, and then during the events you get the bonus added benefit of like randomly spawning wild alphas that are easier to catch. It's weird that the easier thing is available year round. Like but I know the problem is a lot of players would be really upset by that change. But I understand why. But the reality is we've been living Pokemon on easy mode for the past few years when it comes to alpha Pokemon. Like alpha Pokemon probably just shouldn't be this available. It's like really, really crazy. It's really hurting the economy, as we've seen. In my opinion. Everything is my opinion at the end of the day. Feel free to disagree. There are plenty of valid opinions to be held within PokeMMO. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that would slow down alphas entering the game too fast, too much. I don't know, Kuroshi. But it would also increase the demand of like. It would also increase the demand of what's it called? Like good PVM Pokemon to constantly be able to do those raids to get the alpha catches, right? Like that. Like so, it kind of like Solves two birds, one stone. Chillin', what's up, dude? Chillin' 8135. How you doing, dude? I like the all taps. What's up? I like the fucking vibe, dude. How you doing? Nah, that's a tough hunt. Good luck to you, man. It'd be worth for me to pay to have all the eggs to be females at the buzzer. I don't think that's. It's a great question. I don't think that's generally worth it. It's good to like any scythers that randomly roll female. Take advantage of that. Hell yeah, right? But like, I think the paying for the female is going to be more than the ditto, right? So I think it's almost always worth it just let them randomly roll. Use the breeders as you can. Yeah, I feel like that would be such a good, yeah. Like how many, yeah. I know this is going to be really controversial, so my apologies, but Park, who's a PokeMMO staff member, actually talked about this, and I kind of agree with it, even though it would be a really hard change. It'd be a big change and a really hard change for a lot of players to get used to, okay? Hear me out. I like the idea of if they flip-flopped alphas. Right now, the way that alpha spawns work right now is that they spawn wildly in the wild, right? They spawn in the wild, and you just go catch them, right? And then during events, you have... the way you get alphas is via raids. What if we flip-flopped that so that year-round, the way you got alphas was from raids that would randomly spawn, which requires more skill and more engagement, while during the holiday events, you have the added boost of, like, you can just go wildly catch them. This would do a lot of things, okay? Stay with me. Yeah, someone said it'd be bad for new players. The reason I get where you're coming from, it'd be hard. New players would feel bad because they wouldn't be able to catch alphas as easily. In my opinion, it would actually be good for new players because then it would their alpha catches would be worth a lot more Pokeyen, and it would also bring back catch for profit, which is the best new player money making method in PokeMMO. The best new player money making method is catch for profit, and that's been obliterated over the past 2 years. I understand the sentiment, and I really do empathize when a lot of new players are like, please don't take away alphas or nerf alphas because then I won't be able to go catch one for 40,000 Pokeyen and get a little surge of profit. My counter to that is, what if you could just go catch Pidgeys on Route 1 and make 150k an hour consistently, as opposed to relying on random alpha spawns that you may or may not miss because you're at work like every 6 hours. Like for new players, that consistency is so much more important, even though it's fun and exciting to some degree. So like it would actually be, in my opinion, much more beneficial. Like alphas hurt new players more than anything, in my opinion, but I understand, like sometimes from a new player perspective, they feel like, oh, you might take away one of my main money making methods because they haven't played long enough to see when catch for profit was around and how good that was, but I could be wrong, my opinion, right? But if you flip-flop them, it has this cool little reward for holiday events, right? It encourages a need and a demand for PVM Pokemon year-round, which is really important. How many players, how many friends do you know that say, man, I just can't, I don't really want to do raids because they're only around for 2 weeks. I don't really, I'm just not really interested. It's so temporary, blah, blah, blah. I know a lot of players that feel that way. What if raids were more like available year-round and they would like kind of spawn? And the way, I guess the big question is, if you make it so that you have to raid for the alpha catches, it couldn't just be a 1 hour spawn. What you would probably do is it would be like a full 1 day spawn. Like it would be like an alpha raid has spawned in PokeMMO, maybe like one raid or even multiple raids a day, and they stay there for 24 hours where you and people can kind of come together and do that raid. And I think that would really encourage people to have PVM Pokemon prepared, year round. I think there's, don't hate, I know it's controversial, I know it sounds crazy, but I think it actually would help. Once again, it helps fix that alpha problem of them hurting the economy. There's a lot of positives and negatives to it. I'm open to hearing other options, but it would be a pretty drastic change. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I think it kind of solves so many problems with one solution, right? Kind of like it, yeah. Even though it's controversial, I kind of like it. I feel free to disagree. I'm not trying to. If anything, I'm trying to help the new player experience. I do agree. Like I always say, like right now, the hard part of being a new player, if someone says like, hey, I'm a new player, how do I make money? My answer is like, man, just beat the regions and get to mid game. There aren't a lot of new player money making methods right now, which sucks. As a content creator, I hate that. I hate that I have to tell people, I have to look new players in the eyes and be like, oh yeah, just don't make money, just go finish 5 regions and like, get a trainer run cloister, rush to a Jimmy run team as soon as possible, rush to a trainer run cloister, rush to ditto farming. That's not a good feeling. I don't like that, right? I miss when I could tell new players, go farm Pidgeys with Pokeballs. It's super cheap. It's super accessible. You know, go farm this Pokemon. Torkoals are really good. Pikachus, like, it was a really cool time, and I think I really missed that personally. So I'm hopeful that these changes could be benefit. We're just theory crafting here though, so don't you know. I think there could be something there. I think it's been talked about by players, but I am curious people's thoughts, opinions, and poking real logical holes through that argument, as opposed to just saying, well, that's bad for new players because new players can't catch alphas. Like, I've thought about that. We need I'm at step like 2. I need you guys to go to step 3 and poke holes through my arguments and tell me like why, you know, what could even be better, right? Sometimes I feel like I present an argument, like, so I feel like sometimes we'll be at step 0, the community will present step 1. And I'll be like, okay, I see your point. I respect your point. What about step 2? And then people will be like, well, no, back to step 1. And it's like, no, it's yes. Yeah, it's like improv. Yes, and like, accept my point and then counter it. Go to step 3. Don't go back to step 1. Gotta make progress. You gotta talk about, you know. For solo queue, it would be yeah, it would be really hard for solo queue. That's the toughest. Hopefully that would encourage other players. No, that's a really good concern. Year-round raids would make it really hard for solo queue. To add on to it, I think that the alpha raids would have to be a lot easier than like the current. Like, if we have year-round raids, don't worry, those raids wouldn't be as difficult as like Gardevoir, or like, you know, certain like, we would balance it accordingly. Don't get me wrong, like, but it is an important point. I don't want people to think like, oh fuck, you mean those raids that I don't even have 2 weeks to prepare for? What if I have 24 hours like that? You know, and also the goal should be to encourage people to have a collection of PVM Pokemon, which would really encourage the demand, which is already kind of what we do in raids right now in PokeMMO. But I think encouraging people to just have a collection of like 30 to 50 PVM Pokemon, especially while they're cheap right now, is like really important. I think that should be the end game. Obviously, having 30 to 50 PVM Pokemon is a lot, but you don't need to do every raid. You don't need to do every raid, number 1, and you don't need to, like, you shouldn't be able, the whole point of an MMO is you shouldn't be able to like complete it, you know? Like, the whole point is like, it should be like a long-term grind and pursuit that you're constantly working towards. It shouldn't be a completable thing. That's my thoughts, my opinions. Feel free to respectfully disagree. Every other month, like in this month. I think once again that feeds way too much into FOMO. Imagine like, so the problem with that is like players would then play really hard during the 1 month of alpha spawns and then not play at all during the, you know, like it just encourages, like, that's like a FOMO kind of mentality. Not to shut down your idea too harsh, I'm sorry, but like I don't like that idea personally. I feel like it would be too difficult. It'd be like too hard to maintain. You need consistency in an MMO. You don't want players who, like, it's not good in my opinion right now that people just log in to catch the alpha and then log off. That's not good gameplay. That's a fucking mobile game, right? That is what, like, your mobile phone, hey, your energy has recharged on Cum Dump Simulator 321. Like, I don't want Pokemon to be a mobile game personally. I don't think those, like, oh, do these few things every hour. I don't think it's a good system personally. I think it encourages, you want consistent play. You want people to enjoy the game consistently long term because the game is fun. The game should be fun on its own, not fun because of pure progress. Does that make sense? I'm a veteran. I believe, hell yeah, dude. Mobile games are often fun to play because they boost your dopamine, and like it's like a, you know, literally addiction simulator, right? Like, not always, not to diss, you know, not always, not all mobile games are bad, or even engaging in those can be fun, right? Sorry to, crazy time to come into the stream, but it's an honor to have you. QOD, what's up, man? Much love to you. Like, mobile games are built, once again, not always. I don't mean to like dick on mobile gaming, right? There are a lot of great mobile games, you know. Some mobile games are built to be like not fun games, but just fun enough to keep you. I don't want these kind of tactics to exist in PokeMMO, you know. What's up, Hypers? How you doing, dude? Was it for the whole year? I'd be open to something. I'd be open to that. Maybe put something like swarm turn-ins for the whole year. I would be open to that. I don't know what the rewards would be. I like the idea of that a lot, actually. I feel like most people don't. I don't check swarms very often. I feel like people check swarms for two reasons. Number one, to shiny check rares like Charizard swarms, and number two, to catch Pokemon they don't have in their Pokedex, like Relicanth, or like weird ones that are like easier to get via swarms, right? I'm not against. I kind of like the idea of like year-round swarm turn-ins, but how do you balance that, and what should the rewards be is the real question. But I like, it's a cool idea. I like it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I appreciate it's all, we're all just talking here. Nobody, I don't know the right answers. Like, I'm not gonna pretend to know the objective right answers for PokeMMO. Like, we're just talking. It's just a fun, that's the, we're not developers. We're just here to, we're just lovers of the game, players just trying to, yeah, I don't want to, I just want to, I'm gonna get really clear. Nobody should feel, all opinions are valid type beat. Yeah, so daily quests, I'm apprehensive of daily quests, but they could work. Daily quests have often been used as a mobile tactic, or like daily login rewards type thing. There are a lot of like dailies have often been used maliciously by games to build habits to get people to build addiction. Like, often daily quests are used as a malicious thing, but they don't have to be. They aren't inherently that, right? So I'm not like, I'm skeptical of daily quests, but I think they could work in Pokemon, absolutely. And it sucks. Yes, yeah. I'm okay with. I'm also okay with like a few daily like a Jimmy run is something I do daily. I'm okay with a few. I think 1 to 3 daily things max, which is kind of what we have: Jimmy runs, E40 runs, trainer runs. Right? I don't really want more than that personally, but that's just me. Oh, they are done. Yeah, for sure, Karoshi. For sure. I love shiny Golett, man. Congrats. Those are all like those are all tough shots, man. Congrats, dude. Any suggestions on what next? I love Druddigon. You did Golett already. I love Druddigon. Some people fucking hate Druddigon though. It's personal preference. Yeah, swarms don't really do anything for me that I have my OT decks. I couldn't agree more. I'm just doing like 500 Kente. I think rewards that give this, and sorry to shut down, I don't mean to be dismissive or too argumentative. I don't like rewards that give pure Pokeyen. I think it's lazy and kind of uncreative and bad for the economy often. Like, I don't like rewards that give pure Pokeyen. It should be a little bit like a one step removed, or like a little bit more like, but I could be wrong. I don't think we need pure yen methods, more pure yen methods. Well, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I'm opening the idea to it. I'd be open to it. Monthlies for exactly. MMO for sure. Yeah, Jimmy runs you can do every 18 hours. They look like this. They're like these fights, Jarek, where it's double battles. I will say, refighting the gyms without a proper gym rerun team is really hard. I don't recommend it. I severely recommend like getting 2 Typhlosions and getting these 2 sacrificial leads before doing that personally. Thank you for the $5, Chrono. What the fuck, dude? I thought about thinking of the market. What if they were daily weekly event? You could turn to specific total IVs. Now ooh, I really like the idea. And then like, what would the reward be? But I'm also like, weekly is more interesting. Like, I like the idea of anything that encourages the players to turn in good IV Pokemon. Like, there's so many. We can just release like Shittermons. We're always gonna release those for PC space. That's whatever. I don't like, people always say, oh, what if like any random mon could be turned in for 5k? I don't think that's healthy. But like, high IV mons, 20 plus in 4 stats, or like a 150 plus, like a certain stat line, or like any one times 31 being able to turn in for some sort of base. I don't like Pokeyen rewards once again, but like maybe like some sort of like one little like care package where it could randomly roll different Pokeballs, just something. I like that a lot. I think that I like that a lot, Chrono. Yeah, I like the idea of like a specific total. Like, that'd be like, there's some cool. Consuming good IV Pokemon is more difficult and more important than just consuming random shitters. The 2 leads, basically, the Tailwind doubles my speed, and then the setting up of Sun doubles my damage with sets up Sun. So it allows Typhlosions to basically one-shot everything in the game. Is the silly little. It's really chill. Yeah, I actually have a chart here. One sec. The real meme is Jimmy runs are in a great spot because you can just do whatever Jimmy run you. Here's the list of different Jimmy runs, right? There's so many Jimmy runs you can do. No Jimmy run is wrong. It really just comes down to how much effort you want to put in and how much, you know. I do the not use your brain. I love my double Typhlosion brain dead strat. That's my cup of tea, man. I do it I've done like 500 of them. It's super comfy. I've learned the other strats. I've even built the teams for the other strats, and I always find myself coming back to the fucking not use your brain strat. I just like it, man, you know. Yeah, all these strats, 7 hells, 6 pillar, they're all fantastic. I've heard Prehistoric 5 is quite... I haven't seen that one as much, but I've heard really good things recently. It's really cool people like have learned to really develop all these different strats. Yeah, no, dude. Transit. People sleep on like how much Pokeyen we burn through buying Pokeballs. Pokeballs, repeat balls, like that shit. We burn through a lot of Pokeyen, you know? Dude, and that encourages... Also, like, it's giving Pokeballs as a reward is so good. Let me talk about that. Dude, yeah, I love little things that give... I think things that give like a few Pokeballs or repeat balls or dream balls or timer balls, any good Pokeballs. Pokeballs as a reward is one of my favorite things, and we don't see nearly enough of that in my opinion in PokeMMO. I don't like rewards that give pure yen. Aside from, I think Jimmy runs, Trinity runs, like that's enough. I think that's fine. Payday pickup. Like I don't want new or more methods that give pure yen. I don't think it's engaging gameplay personally, in my opinion. But I'd be open to it. I'd be open to the idea, right? If it's done well. I really like Pokeball rewards because they encourage the continuation of a gameplay loop and not just the end of the content, right? When you get, number one, we sleep on how much Pokeyen we spend on Pokeballs. Like we spend, dude, Pokeballs, Quick Balls, Nest Balls for catch events. Some of the most Pokeyen I spend on my Ironman account is on Pokeballs. I drain my cash stack buying Pokeballs on the Ironman account. I think main accounts do the same, right? Pokeballs are expensive. You underestimate how many you burn through, in my opinion, for so many things. Number two, the reason why Pokeballs are like an engaging reward is because you can get profit out of the Pokeballs, but you have to go use them. It's not just, you know, the end. If you give Pokeyen as a reward, that's the end game thing. That's the end of the line, right? If you give Pokeballs as a reward, it encourages players to go play catch events, go catch for profit, go do other things to where you use those, you play the game, you have fun, and you can make even more Pokeyen if you do that, but it requires a little bit more like down the line of kicking the rock down the I guess the hallway or whatever, right? Like I really, really like Pokeballs. I think it's a good reward that you can give more of them. Like you can give someone 15,000 Pokeyen worth of Pokeballs versus you could probably only give them to keep things balanced like 10k Pokeyen. I think giving someone more value but in a engaging reward is better than just pure yen. I think pure yen is generally kind of a lazy reward and kind of, once again, stops the gameplay loop, but that's, I think, I would love to see more little daily quests or whatever it may be. I'd love to see more small rewards in Pokemon that provide Pokeballs, whether it's Dream Balls or Repeat Balls, whatever, as a reward would be really cool to see, in my opinion. Just start plopping little Pokeballs around. I think it's like a really cool, you know, is out of this world. I fucking like, it's funny, like I only stream like 4 hours a day 4 times a week. I really don't stream for that many hours. I spend a lot more time recording videos, guides, stream recaps, things like that. I do spend 1 hour prepping each stream, so it's like 5 hours, I guess, like whatever. But I only spend like 4 hours a day streaming, but I feel like it's pretty dense. I like to think that like I yap so much. Like if I spend 4 hours streaming, I like to think it's like 8 hours of content, hopefully, right? That's the goal. I'm honored you think so, you know? Plopping. I love plopping, bro. It's a good word. How are you doing, Dino? What's up, man? Nice to see you. Great question. If you only had 2 hours a day to play, would you personally spend it shiny hunting, money making, or what? There's been many times in my life where I've, you know, only had, which is still a fair bit of hours, only 2 hours to play every single day, or I've even done challenge accounts where I've only allowed myself to play 2 hours a day. Usually when I have 2 hours to play on an account, I will do 1 hour of money making, usually a Jimmy run, and then 1 hour of shiny hunting. Really simple, boring answer, but yeah, 1 hour Jimmy run, 1 hour. And then, so for the, if you don't like shiny hunting, 1 hour of get your Jimmy run done, 1 hour of Jimmy run every day, and then 1 hour of whatever you want to do, whether it's PvP, shiny hunting, ribbon farming, whatever it is, you know? Ribbon farming, yeah. Cappuccinos. I don't even take that much caffeine. I do a bit on Street, to be fair, nowadays. That's what. Oof, okay. With only 2 hours, Hiroshi. All right, that's the Jimmy run done. Dude, the Pokeyen stack has been consistently growing. Up to 2.2 million Pokeyen. It's still nighttime. I have a few things to do, though. I'll have to go to the Hoenn Cave for sure to catch my Dittos to start the 15th streak, but that's okay. We're just gonna commit to that. Number one, I actually do want to go rebreed my Tortle and my Cotton, my Tortle and my Cottony. They've been getting higher and higher level. I think it's better to go ahead and do that now. So we're gonna go rebreed those. And I do have some Shittos, so I can actually do that, which is cool. So I'm gonna go rebreed those, and then after that, we're gonna go catch. I need 8 rares, and I don't know if I might do like a 1 Beldum, 1 Squirtle, or just 8 Squirtles. I'm not totally sure yet. I like a collage of rares for my Shittos. So first things first, let's get these gym rerun leads, these sacrifice leads rebred to lower the levels. Ribbit farm. It did kind of sound like ribbit farming. Ribbit, frog. I was watching. I'm honored you enjoy it. No one, you know. I've always loved I love streaming games like PokeMMO, like RuneScape, because the game almost isn't the main focus. It's kind of just like something we do in the background while we talk to each other, you know? It's fun. What about like how there was a well like in Club Penguin where the community had to achieve a goal like 1 billion total IV Pokemon, for example, donated, like, you know, and then depending on how much you contribute, you got a care package. I love this. Is like world bosses to me. I love this. This is very old school MMO to me, and I think it would work so freakishly well in PokeMMO. I think something where you either consume a bunch of Pokemon like that, like you mentioned, or even just fight one giant. I think PBO might have this, Pokemon Blaze Online, but I could be mistaken. There are other Pokemon MMOs that have this mechanic of world bosses where you go and you fight the world boss, you do as much damage as possible, as fast as possible, and then however much damage you do, you get a reward based on that. I used to play a game called this is like a niche browser game. I played a game called Cyber Monsters. I would be shocked if anyone watching on YouTube, I've never met another Cyber Monsters player. Please let me know if you ever played this. I can't even find it anymore. It's like lost to time. Such a niche browser MMO. But I loved this game growing up, Cyber Monsters. And that game had a very similar mechanic where you would go and fight this world boss every so often and get rewards, and it would level up your guild. And I think you can do some really cool stuff with it. I'd love to see something like that in PokeMMO, but it just comes down to development time and resources, as always, unfortunately. Yeah, no, yeah, like yeah. PBO like has some really cool, like, I think I would say PokeMMO is the best Pokemon game, or best Pokemon game by far in my opinion. But like there are other Pokemon MMOs where there's a reason, like PBO there are reasons to play it, you know. Dude, the Pokeyen stack has been, I don't know if I might do like a 1 Beldum, 1 Squirtle, or just 8 Squirtles. I'm not played Minum. I did not. Okay, let me take this off so I don't want to actually consume my heat rock. That would be insane. We're gonna throw these in here. We're gonna grab what are sure to be Shittos. Okay, I might need multiple, but that's okay. We're gonna grab one more Mon. We can do this. Okay, we have to heal before we breed, probably. That's sad, Kaido. Yeah. What's up, Raph? How you doing, goofball? You've like been here, Raph, you goofball. This is good, man. This is so neat. I mean, some of you gym bros out there will get this. Anybody? So okay. Anybody here? This is like the nichest news, but I'm gonna say it. Anybody else find out or notice that Sam Sulek recently became a co-owner of 3D Energy? I am weirdly one of the few people. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's a fair bit. I really like 3D Energy. It's available at the Dollar Tree, so it's really cheap. It's $1.25. I really like it. I really like it, actually. Hey, 3D Energy, Sam Sulek, my king, my goat. I'm a fucking fat ass who never goes to the gym, but I still love your content. Okay. 3D energy. I would fucking, dude, hit me with a sponsor. I love your shit. The fucking Liberty. I know the ball knowledge, bro. The Liberty Pop, the strawberry lemonade, the fucking blue, the cotton kit, the blue one, very blue, bro. I actually genuinely am a 3D enthusiast. I love cheap energy drinks. The orange one, the like sunrise or whatever. I'm looking at Google images to be fair, so I'm cheating. But I have had these. I've had all these. I fucking love 3D energy. They're kind of good. I like the beautiful can design. Hit me up, 3D Giga Chat. Sam Sulik. Oh, the best 3D though. The Galaxy one, the Galaxy Lime, actually the best 3D. Okay, I'll stop my little chill out spiel, but whatever. It is 3D energy is really good for the price too. Like, I love it, man. Sam is freaky looking. Yeah, and he's freaky looking, if you know what I mean. He's a fucking, I fucking love him. I know people criticize him for blah blah. I'm a big fan of, like, people always criticize bodybuilders, and I get it because they are shortening their life for a passion. I don't know. I'm just a psycho when it comes to categorical desires. I think it's more important to live your life to your purest passion and it's better to live a shorter life but be able to pursue what you actually love versus, you know, go the safe. It's like, I just watched Dead Poet Society last night, so, you know, like, it's like if an artist can't create, they die. Like, and I think it's this, like, what's the point of staying alive and living 80 years if you were never able to pursue your true passion? What's the point of being alive if you don't feel alive, you know? I think it's one of those type beats. And feel free to disagree, but I am a big advocate. I'm a big advocate of pursuing your passions and hobbies and interests, probably to an extreme degree. I love the NFL. I love sports. It's a huge, and I would love to keep people safe. Obviously, it's ideal, but if NFL players want to hurt their heads to play football, you gotta, like, sometimes you just gotta, like, you gotta pursue that shit, you know? Healthy level. So many things we do in life are to an unhealthy level, but we just get normalized to it, you know? Once again, why would, if you're, and to be fair, feel free to, like, if you are okay with the NFL but you're not okay with Sam Sulek, I think that's a hypocritical take, you know? And if you're not, you know, if you're consistent about it, hell yeah, more power to you, you know? Yeah, I think that's, it's my personal life view. Feel free to disagree. I couldn't agree more, Cameron. I'm gonna see if this works. Okay, keep tailwind. Okay. Hey, hey, game is game. Blue Coast, game is game, bro. Game is game. I should burn through my legend lures. The tip, you want the real tip, D-Dre? And I'm so, this is like so like hindsight 2020. Hey, I respect the consistency alpha. Hell yeah, more power to you. This is such a mean tip. I'm so sorry, D-Dre. Don't use legendary lures. They are such a waste of money. If you Google, are legendary lures worth it? I have a video breaking down the math. I see so many new players get scammed by legendary lures. Legendary, like, how to describe, like, buying a legendary lure is like, how do I describe it? It's so, they are so fun. I respect that argument. Okay, that's the best argument. Okay. Yeah, and dude, I'm not asking you. I respect the hell out of you, Alpha. I think you're talking about this in the best way. I think it's one of those things. Like, a lot of people don't understand UFC. I actually hated watching UFC growing up. I never watched it. The older I get, the more I'm like, I fucking get it, dude. Like, it's not, the older I don't know, just like the more, like, whatever people don't choose what their passions are. Like, people are just drawn towards something, you know? Fair enough, D-Dre. Fair enough, man. The biggest thing when it comes to legendary hunting is just stay consistent. Use expert lures. They're pretty cheap per hour, and just stay consistent and, you know, run back and forth. And yeah. I don't think it's just alphas. I think it's the duality. Great question. I think it's the duality of alphas, and we need more demand for endgame PVM Pokemon for sure, Dino. You know, I think we need to increase PVM, which would probably require year-round raids. I love, yeah, Patty Pemblet. No, he's the, yeah. Is he? Oh, I'm gonna Google it so I don't misspeak on which one he is, because I know that is Patty Pemblet. Oh, he's English. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I thought he was either Scottish or Irish, and I know that I'm ignorant. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm an ignorant American. You are correct. You are right. I'm so sorry. You're right. Okay, he is actually just English. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. I love him. I don't know. I don't follow UFC a whole lot. I get a lot of Paddy Pimblett. I get a lot of Paddy clips, and then I get a lot of is it Should UFC. Sean O'Malley. Fun fact: the first ever UFC fight that I watched in full. I don't remember who he was fighting, but it was Sean O'Malley. It was. I was pretty drunk at a. We were at a. Was it a Korean karaoke? We were at a Korean karaoke bar for my friend's birthday, and it was a lot of fun, but it was very loud. I took a second to like go to the lobby and hang out and like let my headache cool down. And there was a Sean O'Malley fight on the TV. This was maybe back in like 2022, 2023. I don't remember when this was, but I remember it was very early on in his career. Well, I don't know if that's true actually. That's probably not true. It was maybe his popularity or whatever. I remember watching a fight of his back in like early, it was really fucking. He was the first UFC fight where I watched the whole fight, and I was like, fucking wow. I was like, this guy is like, I'm a big guy. I was like, this guy is so lean and so strong. I was like blown away. I was like, I don't know. I've seen a lot of big guys be strong. I'm a big guy. I've never seen anything like that guy. He was fucking crazy. Big guy pants okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's just fucking crazy. I feel like okay, where am I UFC? How do you watch UFC? Is you have to like pay like $60 a month for like the I don't know if I'm being like overly what's it called? Where do you watch UFC? I would love to get into UFC. I feel like it's fucking cool as fuck. That sounds so cringe, but it is really, I don't know, it's just pure passion. I like that it's growing up. I was like, man, I don't want to watch people hurt people. That was my thought process growing up, which I empathize with. The older I get, the more I'm like, I do want to watch people passionately fight for their life, and like just not even fight, but like passionately fight for their dreams. Like boxing, UFC, fight, the older I get, like fighting is it's such a pure representation of like sportsmanship and passion and like, but not anymore. Oh shit, really? Paramount Plus? I might even fucking have Paramount Plus. Wait, what? Wait, you're telling me that UFC standardized their shit before the NFL did to watch fucking the Ravens, just the Ravens game? I have to have Peacock, YouTube Premium, Paramount Plus, Twitch Prime, Amazon Pro. Like, you're telling me UFC standardized that shit before the NFL? There's no fucking way. That'd be crazy. I watch people stream it on TikTok. You're my hero. That's fucking awesome. That's crazy, dude. Okay, anyways. Woo. Yapping. All right, I used 2 shitty Dittos to rebreed my Torkoal and my Cottony. We're looking for our Torkoal already needs to be rebred. That's not a big deal. It's 50-50 odds, so it makes sense. We need to rebreed this until we get Drought. And then our Cottony also, again, they both need to be rebred, which is totally okay. We need Prankster. It's a 50-50 coin flip every time. We need Prankster on Cottony, Drought on Torkoal. We just go again. To be fair, they're just copying WWE. Like for a second, I almost got. I'm not even a UFC fan. I almost got rage, but your spinning is also insane, by the way. You're just saying like the signing thing, right? Like the way they. I don't know shit about WWE. But, I used to watch WWE when I was younger. When I was, more power to I respect it. Let's do this, and then just 2 random emails. Okay. What's your personality traits? I mean, I download stuff. Wait, what? What's up, Sosa? I thought you were about to ask my Myers-Briggs or some shit. You're like, huh? Let's do this. Play all on stream platform. Yeah, it's fucking, that's goated. I'm so like, please, we need to encourage more sports memes to do that. Please, please, please. I hate that like every week, like I have to figure out where the Baltimore Ravens game is gonna be. Like it's so annoying. No, I'm not making a new team. I'm just breeding down. I'm lowering the levels on the ones that I had because they've slowly gotten higher level over time. I don't want to play with the most impressive achievements. I mean, there's a bunch. Is there a standout PokeMMO player with the most impressive achievements? There's just so many with different achievements. There's Frags, one of the best PvP players. There's Spidget and Smooge, who are entertaining and good at PvP. There is what's it called? Kuroshi is one of the dry shunners. There's Auk, who's an amazing team leader, as well as being a really good egg shunter. There's just so many. There's Yercute, who's really good at hosting fashion events. Like, there's so many ways to excel in PokeMMO. There's, I'm forgetting the name, so there's like the Battle Frontier expert. I don't remember the name, so my apologies. There's, you know, rank 1 fishing shunter, rank 1 egg shunter. There's Fungus, who is the best unknown and arguably one of the best grinders in PokeMMO. Like, there are so many PokeMMO players who are fucking amazing, and there's just so many there's so many different reasons why. Fungus, the unknown king. Like, a lot of people know him. It's really cool, you know. The person who just recently finished their ice type shiny collection, the Minish fucking grinds like that. No, yeah, like there's Miro, who's really kind and nice and accepting and innovative and creative and high energy on his streams. Like, there's so many gamers in PokeMMO for so many reasons, right? I appreciate that all the time. I try to be the like jack of all trades almost, which is not like, I'm normally not that in life, but in PokeMMO I aim to be like content creator, kind of jack of all trades type B a little bit. I appreciate that. That's the goal, you know. There's so many. Yeah. Oh geez, good luck to you, Kuroshi. Sorry about that. I love you. It's nice to have you. Selfishly, it's nice to have you hanging out, you know. I probably should go here. I should go catch. Ooh. Here, I was just thinking I should actually go catch some rare Pokemon while we're waiting for these like rehatches to take place. So there's actually an Omastar swarm right now. I'm gonna go catch one of those. I feel like that'll be a cool one to have. Dragon Knight. Okay. Yeah, I feel, but yeah, real. So many goats. It's just, I think PokeMMO is in a really beautiful spot where you can like be known for so many different reasons. I can even name like Orange Maniac is one of my favorite Pokemon players of all time because he made guides back in 2013 2014 that allowed me to get into PokeMMO PvP at all, right? Ackshit has actually been streaming a little bit on Twitch recently, and he's a fucking like OG legend. Ackshit literally made some of the first EV and XP training guides in PokeMMO. Who knows how many players would have quit or never gotten further in the game without him. Like, it's MT Birchfield, best friends, you know, aka Rogers Newt. Like, there's so many people that have just made a really positive impact. I always forget, there was a person back in the day who hosted daily PvP tournaments in PokeMMO far before daily automated tournaments ever existed. I forget the guy's name, so my apologies, but like, that guy was a fucking legend. Like, it was called like PokeMMO Daily or some shit. Like, Lip 2 chamber. Where's the Lip 2 chamber? Is that, I don't know the chamber. I need Fong to help. It's really cool, man. Like, yeah, like PokeMMO is at this like really interesting size right now to where it's like big enough to where the economy works to some extent. It's having problems right now, but like that's not because of the size though, right? Like, it's big enough to have all these amazing accomplishments, all these grinders, all these things, but it's small and tight knit enough for people to recognize names and like know teammates and teams, and like it's at a really interesting size is what I would say. It's at a very, very cool. We should appreciate that right now, you know, because it's not going to last forever, you know. And like, there will be a time where Pokemon grows, where the game has positives and negatives from that growth. You know, there will be a time where the game is less tight knit, you know, and that's a, you know, but the economy will be better and there will be more people loving the game, which, you know, is beautiful. Like, all these things. Oh, yeah, I don't mean to. I think he's been creating less content, so I don't mean to like forget about him. Rocket, or like he used to be Team Rocket, one of my favorite Rocket, one of my favorite all-time Pokemon, maybe like top 5. Like, he is original, creative, kind. Like, I fucking love Rocket. No, he's awesome. Oh my god. He did the now biasedly, he did the stream where it was like saying, he like said my name, he said Patrouski like for like 12 hours or some shit. So that was very funny and caught my attention for sure. Selfishly, right? Egotistically. My ugly ego coming out, sorry. Yeah. The guy, Moore or whatever, Pika Manchu, what the fuck is the, so many usernames, right? The guy who made the shiny board, like, what a legend. Like, there's been so many legends and so many people in Pokemon's history. It's a beautiful thing to witness. What's up, Austin? How you doing, dude? What's up, man? It's really, really cool, dude. Whew. Gotta be yapping. Dust Ball, probably the best in this spot. Day 2. Welcome, welcome, dude. Happy to have you, man. Getting through Morty at least today. What is oh, is that a, it might be a translation for a region. I should learn those. 40 Pokemon. Oh, is that a specific gym leader? Gym leader in Ekrutik City. You see, you already know more about PokeMMO than me. You know about the gym leader names. I don't know the gym, you know. I would just say Gym 4. I have no idea. Hey, hell yeah, man. More power to you, man. Let's go. Yeah, Dust Ball again. We could Dream Ball in a quick sec. Yeah, good luck to you, Xerix. Also, like, you play the iron, right? So like going dry in the iron every time is like it's even more. Whew. Good luck to you, man. Good luck to you, dude. I know it, dude. There are certain, not to be that guy. So sorry if I'm like, you know, it's almost like nagging, right? Over time it will fix, Xerix. I believe in you, King. It feels shit in the moments. I've been dry on those single encounter hunts, but like it feels bad, dude. But I believe in you. Good luck to you, King. You know, just keep it up. Good luck and good luck to you, dude. Yo, J Gun, thank you for the Twitch Prime, man. I hope the content's been helpful enough to warrant that, man. Are you serious? Thank you for watching. What are you talking about, man? Thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the Twitch Prime. I'm just happy the content has been helpful enough that you want to go above and beyond in Twitch Prime like that, bro. Thank you, dude. Let's look at a little bit longer. The long-term goal is to reach a shining comp, and it feels like no progress. Yeah. Good luck to you, dude. For a dry shot. Yeah, that's the other side of the coin. I'm gonna catch one more of these. I wanted to shiny check all of them. Shiny check all of them, then catch one more. They're kind of slow catches. Because they're pretty tanky, actually. I think Seed Bomb would kill. It's like 4 times effective. On good rates, those are cool to chill on the friends, dude. Yeah, no, it's really cool to see what Iron Men get, what shinies and all their whole grinds, right? Tweets ago, hell yeah, dude, hell yeah, man. I'm honored to hear it, man. I love this game. This game is amazing. You'll hear us talk about, there are problems that we'll discuss with it here and there, but what in life doesn't have problems? I try to always encourage, like, there's something about as well, and I try to be better and overcome that. The more I've explored, dude, it's crazy like how almost every end game video game community, so much of the discussion, it's because you love the game, so much of the discussion ends up being about how you fix the game. And it's like at a certain point you gotta just sit down and the game's fucking good, like I think PokeMMO is the best Pokemon game, even though there are some flaws that I take issue with, in my opinion. Obviously not even objective flaws, right? The game is amazing. I think the game is still arguably more popular than it's ever been in the grand scheme of things. And then it's just, there are a lot of, it's still the best. Like I always say, like if I wasn't playing PokeMMO, what other Pokemon game would I play? I don't even have an answer to that, man. Like I think PokeMMO is just the best by far. I fucking love the game, dude. Hope you enjoy it, man. Dream Ball or Timer? 1, 2, I think Dust here. Oof. Great question. After beating all the Elite Fours, what should be someone's next goal? I have a video called 63 things to do in PokeMMO. Things to do. Which you can use as a list to help you figure out what you want to work on. This is honestly, not to like, I'm not proud or love every video that I put out, but I love this video. I think this video is honestly underrated. I don't feel that way about a lot, but like, I think it's one of the most important questions to answer is how do you, making endgame goals in a game where you don't necessarily know what the endgame content is can be tough. All right. Almost stars caught. Okay. All right, I caught 2 Almost Stars. One had 31 attack, so I'll probably keep that as a breeder. Then I'll use the other one without any stats as one of my rares. So I have 1 rare. I need 7 more before I can start really consuming these Shadows. But I do have my Torkoal and my Cottony Hatch. We're looking for Drought. We hit our Drought. We have no, okay. We need Prankster. So we still need to breed our Cottony one more time. That's totally